Boom. You know what it is. Geeks are back in the scene, baby. We got a Geeks chat with the legend himself, Bruce Leeroy, Alex Caceres. How you doing, Alex?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Yourself?
We're doing all right. I'm here with my partner, Dan-O. How you doing, buddy?
Good, man. Excited for this one.
Yeah, bro. This is definitely an iconic one. We got Bruce Leeroy himself for sure. Dan-O, I know you had a question about the flow state.
Yeah, I'm really interested in the flow state for, especially for someone who doesn't fight. It to me, it seems like movie-esque, and I know you talked about it in the past interviews that you had. I just want to know, when do you get into it? Is it like a couple minutes into the fight, or how do you get into it? And then when you are in it, do you know you're in it, or is it kind of like a thing after the fight? You're like, damn, I was flowing right there.
Well, no, it's I guess a good way to put it is kind of like you're like coming in and out of it, or you're always in it, but your awareness is coming in and out of it. So it's like coming like in waves, I guess, so to speak, like turning on and off. But yeah, you know you're in it. But when you know you're in it, and the reason why it turns off is because like once you're in it, and the minute that you know you're in it, and the minute that you're aware that you're in it, and try to pinpoint it, then you become, I guess, egotistical again. You become like in control, and then you're out of it again, and then you start getting into a whole mix of things. Maybe some weird thoughts going on in your head. You're fighting, you're dodging, you're having to use these reflexes or these instincts during the moment, and that puts you right back in it. So then you stop thinking about trying to be in it, and that's when you're in it. And the moment when you say like, "Oh, I'm in it," then you're out of it, and then it's kind of like that, like teasing, like kind of staying on a tightrope type of weird ways, like trying to hold a vision in your peripherals. Like I would feel like that's what it's like.
So you
Right.
kind of like train to like keep yourself from that awareness. Like you try to, keep yourself in that flow state. So like I feel like you're just constantly working to keep yourself occupied, right?
Well, yeah, you need not necessarily keep yourself occupied, but just that's one way of doing it, but kind of just not, I mean, because you're always going to think thoughts, but not trying to like control your thoughts or control your emotions, your reactions in the fight, like just training your body to make the correct reactions all the time. And of course, it's like you're thinking in the back seat. It's like you're kind of like not telling your body to do something, you just have suggestions and or like guidelines, and then your body kind of moves through these guidelines that are generally going to produce better results.
I got you. Yeah, 100%. So I got a question for you that is a little, out of here, out of left field here. But we decided to go and reach for some more bizarre questions for you, just because we know that you've probably been going through the meat and potatoes last couple hours. So jump right into this one. There was just bare knuckle MMA that went down, locally, and I heard you kind of mention that that would be something that kind of interests you, just because of like the pure fight essence that it kind of brings to the game. So what were your thoughts on that? I'm not sure if you got to see it, or like what's kind of your idea on that whole thing, bare knuckle MMA, because it just became legal in Florida and it looks like it's going to start happening more often.
Well, like I said, I have nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with it. I think it's good. But it's bare knuckle MMA.
Yeah,
Oh, okay, okay. Oh, I thought you said just bare knuckle boxing. I'm like, okay, yeah. Yeah, that's more interesting. I guess that's interesting as well, because I feel like there's a certain more of a certain heightened awareness to just having just a real like a bare knuckle fight. I mean, depending on the rule set and everything like that, the less the more, I don't know how to put it. It's like even in UFC fights, when I'm fighting in UFC fights, I don't feel like I have a potential of getting seriously injured. Where like I can still think about it. I can still think while I'm in there. I can still um, have a good time. I can still look at it as a glorified sparring match to a certain degree. You know. I mean, of course, it's still, you got tough motherfuckers in there. They hit hard as shit. Those tiny gloves don't protect for nothing. You know what I'm talking about is just, it just feels more safe. Where I guess, if you have a bare knuckle fight, and then rules like they can knee you if your knees are on the ground, and stuff like that. Kicking down opponents is legal, which I believe it should be, you know. But yeah, I feel like it puts you into more of a grim awareness. Is like, for me at least, when the more danger I'm in, the more effective I become, because then I start to, like, you know, be okay with being dead in a sense.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of crazy, but I understand what you're saying. Yeah,
That's
100%.
wild.
It's wild. Uh, I mean, but that's just that warrior that you really are. I mean, that's that mentality that, carries you through, gets all these crazy wins, and that's why, you're at where you're at, because you're an absolute beast. Uh, I got a question about these Renaissance festivals that I keep seeing you always go, I swear. And it's always about the sword battles. You get into like these I'm not sure if it's like a foam sword or what, but you get into like one-on-one combat. And
Yeah.
you do a great job getting it on film, because I watch every second of it, replay it a couple times. You're pretty damn good at it. Is this like something that you do religiously?
No, no. And when the Renaissance Festival comes around, I think they come around like once a year, depending on where I'm at. We just like to go to the Renaissance Festival. We like to dress up and everything. And then they have, like, sometimes those dueling rings, and then you can just, sign up and have a battle and stuff. But usually you just do a whole bunch of stuff out there. It's just a fun little, kind of like a fair, I guess.
Yeah. You know what, man? I'm thinking that we're gonna have to challenge you. The geeks are gonna have to get on the scene, come out to the gym, and we'll come with our weapons, bro. We'll come with our weapons, and we'll come ready for battle. Definitely want to get into a duel with Caceres, via sword duel. Uh there was just F1 in Miami. Did you get to see any of that? I'm not sure if you're into like cars or anything, but that was kind of a scene.
No, no. Man, I'm not into a lot of stuff going on around in society, to be honest with you. Um, I don't know. There's just I feel like and this is a weird way of putting it, I guess, but it'll help explain. I feel like playing with dirt and plants and stuff like that seems a lot more interesting than what's going on TV. Like, that's climbing trees seems a lot like going to the beach and swimming in the ocean, and then thinking about just thinking about the ocean, or just thinking about the so many things that's going on in this world, and the intricacies of the ecosystem. Like, I don't know, like I I just find interest in just different things. Especially nowadays, I feel it's just incredible how we get caught up in a world. I feel like it's great to do. It's great to take part of, and it's great to be in it and to take part of it. But I mean, to keep up with it without taking part of it is kind of just complaining without a solution. And
I mean,
there's so much more. There's so much more to do. Even things that doesn't seem like you're doing anything. Stretching your body, going to exercise, reading a book, listening to people speak or stuff like that. Going out for a walk. Just going out for a walk in nature. I mean, you don't have to do anything. Just go find a nature trail. Just go outside. And I don't know. For me, at least, I think about the sun and how everything comes in waves, and the sun rays is actually coming in waves and not in beams of light. And I don't know. Like, it's just weird shit. But
I like it. No, it to you it might sound odd, but it makes sense. I totally get what you're saying. Um, but something, right? You said you don't watch a whole lot of TV or interested in what's on TV, but something that's coming back to TV and something that you were a part of is The Ultimate Fighter. We're getting that new season with Michael Chandler and Conor McGregor. With you being on Tough 12, was it?
yes,
Does this, whenever Ultimate Fighter comes back around, does it ever take
I
you
don't
down
even
memory lane?
notice it. Honest, I don't even know it comes back around until you tell me.
Yeah, it's coming back around.
I
Um,
haven't been keeping up with it, honestly. Like, um, I really haven't. I've been in. I solidified a place in Florida. We might move again. Who knows? But at the time, since I've been here, I just been honestly trying to visit as many national parks, rivers, kayaking, lakes, and stuff like just getting out there really and just trying to see everything, that Florida has to offer, going to the Keys and stuff like that, exploring some of the nature that, I have in my own backyard and trying to get some of that done. So I haven't really been keeping up with anything. I haven't been keeping up with the Kardashians, so to speak. I've been out of the loop. We kind of just dropped out and just exploring farmers market. I mean, there's so much crap going on in Florida, in Miami, South Florida, everything, the farmers markets, the what people are doing with things are wild. So just having fun out here. You ever done those what's a fun thing to do actually? I just found out. You ever done those escape rooms?
Dude,
Never.
I've never done one of those.
Oh, you gotta go try one of those out.
I've seen the rage rooms where you just go in there and just break all the shit in there. I've never done an escape room though.
No, an escape room is pretty fun, pretty fun.
So what would you say is the most, beautiful place you've adventured in Florida so far since you've moved down here?
Well, I've been living here for before I moved to Arizona, then I moved back. But I guess the best the most beautiful place so far. We still have some on our list to go to, but so far it was Peace River. You got to check that place out. It's a very pristine, like just fresh water. Like I guess fresh water in some parts are saltier, a little bit saltier river, and it just flows. It's like a nice lazy river. You can canoe all the way down. Some parts are very shallow, and you can actually park your canoe up. And in this riverbed, if you dig up, you can get lucky and find like small, like ancient shark teeth, or sometimes bigger ones too. It's pretty cool.
Are you an Everglades guy or do you stick to not water and maybe hiking trails and biking stuff like that?
I'm all around, man. It doesn't matter, if it's out in nature. I like the variety of it. Um, I honestly I have to say I do like exploring different ecosystems. When I was in Florida, I was always in the Everglades. I was always camping out. I was always, in the marshes and shit like that. And then when I went to Arizona, I was in the desert and like learning about everything. Like how to survive, what's poisonous, what's not, how to get water in the desert, and what you can eat, like I don't know, like I feel like that is worthy knowledge. As a human being on Earth in
Dude,
this crazy blackness of space that surrounds us with stars and other planets, on Earth, on the place that I was put here to survive on, I think it's good to learn about how to survive in different environments so that you may travel about safely and luxuriously as you want.
yeah,
Well, you
for a guy that sounds like, you're always outdoors and you're always in nature and whatnot, like what's the most like wild, like nature experience you've like witnessed like in person? Like, how like some people like will have like these like phenomenons happen to them kind of thing where like all the butterflies in like certain places will come out at once, or like you catch like a crazy bird, or like maybe a animal getting hunted in front of you, like anything like crazy that's like happened to you, because it sounds like you're always out there.
um, Man, I mean, I guess I've seen like birds hunting birds before. Like I wouldn't consider it crazy. Like when I say when I since I'm always like I said, I'm always out there. I see stuff in nature happen all the time. I don't see it as being crazy.
Intriguing.
Yeah, intriguing. I guess intriguing stuff would be like seeing like moths or butterflies hatch from their cocoon, like catching that on time. I caught that a couple times. Or actually, like yeah, spiders like webbing up their prey. If you look very closely, um, I do like look, especially when I get into a nice place with like tree coverage, looking at the intricacies of the canopies. And try to trace a line through the spaces in between if you can, imaginary, I guess. But A lot of cool stuff. I've been swimming in the ocean before and seen manatees up close and dolphins, which is always cool to see. That's always fun to see. Seeing stingrays, like snorkeling and stuff like that. Alligators up close, snakes even,
What?
So
So that's good because I was thinking, you like being out in nature. You've gone to all these places.
Oh, I've seen a
Being out
moose pretty close. That they're fucking huge.
A
a
moose?
moose.
Yeah,
Damn.
moose.
Do you have any, not fears, but I mean, when you're out there, are you like, oh crap, there's a bear somewhere around here and he's just looking at me? Like, do you have any thoughts in the back of your mind, or is it all just chilling and
I feel like innate is it's just it's like I guess it's like a certain type of respect you have for nature and just a general awareness that like and an understanding like yeah this is a wild place things can go sideways. It's just like I guess when you're in a fight it's just you got to be cool with it. It's like okay, this is what I'm doing at the moment. It's dangerous, so let's just stay calm and do it the best that we can. But and have fun while we're doing it. But nature is not really that. I never feel really unsafe out there. You know, Especially if
damn?
I go like more wild nature and stuff like that. I make sure I carry protection. If I go out there and stuff like. But yeah, I never really feel like animals don't really fuck with you, man. Like they generally try to stay away from humans. Like they understand
Yeah.
that humans like kill everything, and they're like, all right, man, I won't mess with you. Just leave me alone. Because I've seen a lot of different animals up close, and I never been rushed or. I mean, I've been warned a couple times about what is it, rattlesnakes and shit like that. But
Oh
uh,
yeah.
no, I never really encountered anything too dangerous.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
If say something did charge you, how you said you never been charged, would you like that flight or fight instinct? Would that kick in? Would you run or would you pull guard on a bear or something rushing you?
Fucking well, like the thing is, I have to understand, like generally speaking, most animals you're not going to outrun.
Right.
So like that's just wasting your efforts for nothing. I mean, I think the best thing to do is like to stand your ground and to make yourself look bigger. I usually, if I am hiking in places like that, rural, I usually have a gun on me. So, hopefully, I can get to that, as quickly as possible. But other than that, deal with it when it comes at the moment. But yeah, I'll probably have my gun on me.
Who wins in a
Good
fight?
answer.
Who wins in a fight? A silverback gorilla or a grizzly bear?
Oh shit, I think a grizzly bear, man. I think a grizzly bear outweighs a silverback by like what, 800 pounds.
Damn.
This is an argument that's very debated. I mean, like people will like, really fight for that gorilla, dude.
How much does a gorilla weigh?
I mean, it's not like it's light, you know what I'm saying? Like the thing
Not
can
like 800 pounds, you'd say?
it's got thumbs and shit. Like it like moves pretty quick, pretty athletic. Like,
Yeah, but I mean, a bear is like, are you talking about a grizzly too? Is like 1,400 pounds,
I mean,
full
I'm
grown.
more worried about the claws than the,
Yeah, but
you know?
the size, but like the size behind the claws or the claws behind the size, and it really fucks some shit up. I mean, don't get me wrong. I want to root for my fellow primates, but I just don't think the gorilla has it.
Fair enough. All right, we'll let you get out of here. Won't kill any more of your time here. You got any final message out there for your Bruce Leeroy OG fans?
No, it's gonna be a fun fight. Just keep watching, and hopefully, I keep you guys entertained.
Let's go. And we're gonna keep you accountable. We're coming for that battle. We're gonna bring our weapons and we are going to invade your castle, my boy.
All right.
All right, sounds good. I'm CEO Geek. That's Dan-O. That's Alice Caceres. Thanks for tuning in.